Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the lone running back. They finally make the stop at the big blind. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's McCown. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers them.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out. And
the expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to put kind of push passes on the playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield to the first.
They're trying to get to it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown! The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see it. Off he goes. The 40. At the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got.
Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this... Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
To the air, it's McCown. It's complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He's going to run it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. And he'll Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They want that clock to run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Breaking out the jet sweep. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw.
Got it! Touchdown, Huskies! And one more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's McCown. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics. But there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of... First down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to ride this running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the fly sweep. At the 35, he's loose. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running to the left. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the ground with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions.
And he cruises his way to the house. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion, trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Great job by the defense there, slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic.
Open runway ahead. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, it's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Slams ahead. Bounced off his feet. Now on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense gets set for second down. To throw, it's McCown. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Rush. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The offense set for a first down play. Jet sweep to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This offense has a second down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the ground game. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hit the afterburners, kid. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to...
Touchdown, Huskies! First down here for the offense. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 30. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense...
Touchdown, Washington! Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's McCown. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Yankee Blue, Jackrabbit.
He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it down the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is the...
He's got it on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown has ensued. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Ready, set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. It's QB sneak. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Ball handed off. Here's the jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This is such a...
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still
going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And it's a draw play. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Running a quarterback sneak here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out. So now you're way behind on the sticks.
Pressure is coming. You cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Get some space around the 30. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Looking to throw. It's McCown. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. A handoff from the shotgun. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
On the ground, it's Sampson. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Accurate throw, catch made near the sideline. He does get the foot down. Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short on the 27. Can he get there on the ground? That's good for a first down near the 40.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The pass rush closing in. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two. The Huskies will have to kick it away. They bring down the returner, what's going to be the... We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception or maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Huskies pick up enough yardage for a first down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes a nice move there. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackle made to the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. The Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll use the ground game here. They finally corral him at the 1. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone. Offense facing second and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll test the right side here. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your
It's called the greatest setting in college. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Discards a man. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Sampson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Surging forward on the sneak. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds... Offense set on 1st down. Jet sweep headed to the edge. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's McCown. And that pressure pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They've got the screen set up. Turns it on at midfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And 4th and inches, you know it's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football.
Just hammer it with this running back again. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you've got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys.
Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found open... A 1st down for the offense. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Created some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy.
Got some room in to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He now has 91 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Touchdown, Husky. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from